don't want anything to happen to anybody, let alone a child.
The heartache is deep in Sumner County as a classroom chair has sat empty all week long, one that belongs to Sebastian Rogers, a missing 15-year-old with autism. He hasn't been seen in 5 days.
A dive team has now been called in to help with this investigation. News Channel 5's Aaron Cantrell has been following this search all week. Aaron, tell us what's going on out there today.
Well, Emily and Carrie, there's still an active scene out here, but we do know that the Franklin Police Department, they got a call from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office yesterday asking if they could send out a dive team. And there was a small police presence outside of the Rogers family home today. There were members of that dive team. Also, there was a raft and an ATV, and officers were just looking at the area, just hoping to look for anything that could lead to Sebastian. But community members, they are just hoping and praying that he comes home safely. It's a busy day inside Worsham's General Store.
Kids are buzzing in and out of here.
It's going to be 4:37.
Some people call it the foundation of the Shackle Island community.
Teachers are grabbing breakfast and lunch.
But this community hasn't felt stable since Monday, after 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers went missing from his home on Stratford Court.
My entire school is in a constant state of prayer for him.
Patricia Shemansky is Sebastian's former 8th grade teacher at T.W. Hunter Middle School.
He has a great sense of humor. He loves people. He loves animals.
She says Sebastian may have autism, but he's extremely high functioning.
He has a great sense of humor, loves to laugh. He's a jokester. He's extremely smart.
Feeling helpless as they wait around for answers, her school decided to honor Sebastian by wearing his favorite color.
You have to pick a pencil, you pick the green one, you pick a folder, you pick a green one. So he always picked green, so we knew it was his favorite.
This week, multiple agencies have searched thousands of miles for Sebastian, using scent-trained dogs, horses, and technology, but still no luck.
Typically, autism children are drawn to water. So if there's a pond or lake on anyone's property, to look those places.
Andrea Haynes also knows Sebastian likes small spaces.
Sebastian came to my classroom because it's a small classroom. He always was smiling and always had a great imagination when it came to drawing.
They're hopeful he will return home safely.
All right, thank you.
Standing firmly together as a community.
I also have such hope in the team that I saw going out there. They are taking this extremely serious, and from what I saw them doing, they're leaving no stone unturned.
We love him, that we're all praying for him and wishing for his safe return.
So in addition to those teachers, we saw several community members out here today wearing this exact color here, green. They're just sending their hopes and prayers that Sebastian returns home safely. Now, authorities, they're asking folks in the area to still check their home surveillance video if you see Sebastian or see anything suspicious. And if you do happen to come across him, of course, call police immediately. I'll send it back to you all.
Yeah.
The round-the-clock search has not stopped since 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers was reported missing from his home in Sumner County early Monday morning. Peyton Kennedy is live at the command center in Hendersonville with an update from overnight.
And Nikki, in addition to all of the state and local agencies working tirelessly on this, the chief deputy here in Sumner County says they are now talking with the FBI as well. He says they are doing everything within their power to find Sebastian. I just spoke with the EMA director who says yesterday they scoured about 2,000 miles on foot. The director says typically people will only travel 0.2 of a mile, so they have definitely honed in on that circumference as well as inside his home. But unfortunately, nothing. Aerial crews continue the work overnight, and we're told the ground crews are reporting here again at 7 a.m. this morning. That includes officials on foot, ATV, and horses. We've also seen many community groups come together to support these officials. Anyone who wants to donate food or supplies to them is asked to drop those items off at the Premier Event Center that's at 90 Volunteer Drive in Hendersonville. Prayer vigils have been held the past 2 nights. The EMA director tells me that today they're asking for residents to check any bodies of water on their property. The Sumner County mayor says they recognize people want to do as much as they can, so here is his guidance moving forward today.
If you want to search in your neighborhood, want to search on your property, we really ask that you do it in teams of 2 as we do our aerial searches with the helicopters and the fixed wing planes and the drones. Whenever we see one individual, we see that as a potential lead, and we pour resources into that. So if you're going out in 2s, that helps us in that manner. But we do ask that really you stay out of the search process, and we leave that to the professionals right now.
He says they are working with Sebastian's family as well. We're told Sebastian is 15 years old, 5'5", 120 pounds, and does have autism. He was last seen in a black sweatsuit. If you see anything, know anything, you can call the sheriff's office or the TBI. Live in Hendersonville, Peyton Kennedy, News 2.
Exclusive Sky 5 video showing the latest search for a missing teen out of Sumner County. Thanks for joining us here at 6. I'm Rory Johnston.
And I'm Carrie Sharp. Sebastian Rogers has now been missing for 11 days. And today investigators turned their attention here to a landfill in Kentucky.
Meanwhile, the TBI today releasing these 4 new photos of the 15-year-old who has autism. This activity marking the first real lead since the search began. Nick Barris now with the latest details.
The search for Sebastian Rogers continues in the neighborhood where he disappeared, and part of that now includes tracking down and tracing garbage. That's right, garbage could contain vital clues to the investigation. We know that Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Hendersonville home a week ago Monday. His mother reported him missing around 6 a.m. Since then, there's been a massive search effort from the air and on the ground. It's safe to say crews have searched just about everywhere for the autistic teen within a 5-mile radius of the home and have found nothing. But one thing they did not search is the garbage, and that is why Sumner County deputies and Kentucky State Police spent the day searching a landfill in White Plains, Kentucky. Why there? Well, News Channel 5 has learned that trash in the Stafford Court neighborhood is picked up every Monday between 5 and 6 a.m., and it was sent to that landfill. So all the trash from the neighborhood dumpsters, including the trash bin at Sebastian's home, was picked up and gone before the teen was even reported missing. Officers are digging through trash and the landfill looking for any clues. They don't know what they'll find, but say the search is part of leaving no stone unturned. There's the possibility some evidence was disposed of in the trash. In the meantime, authorities were back at the family house today in the backyard appearing to take photographs. No one is giving up on the search effort for Sebastian, but at the same time, authorities appear to be moving forward with a possible criminal investigation. They have named no suspects, and detectives say that Sebastian's family has been cooperative. As this investigation continues to evolve, authorities are still going through security camera video obtained from homes in this neighborhood, and they do continue to depend on tips from the public. In Sumner County, Nick Barris, News Channel 5.
Sebastian Rogers, a 15-year-old in Sumner County, has been missing now since February 26th. The massive search for him is taking a turn as a Kentucky landfill is now being investigated. Peyton Kennedy is live from TBI headquarters with an update on the search and the national interest in this case.
And Nikki, according to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, that landfill, which is in White Plains, Kentucky, is where the trash from Sebastian's neighborhood in the beach area of Hendersonville went on the day that he went missing. Now, the TBI says no specific information or leads took them to that landfill besides what I just mentioned, but this is more of a precautionary measure. The Sheriff's Office says this is happening to eliminate possible options and questions. But unfortunately, there are still more questions than answers since Sebastian was reported missing almost 2 weeks ago now. I spoke with a podcaster who focuses on sharing the details of missing persons cases in the South for some perspective on how these cases ripple through communities and beyond. Here's what she has learned from her experiences.
I think it's just really important to keep an open mind when you're tuned into social media and these Facebook groups, watching YouTube creators. I think sticking to the facts about what law enforcement has released, what we know to be factual information, is very important, and encouraging people to continue to share out the flyers and the factual information and asking people, hey, if you see something, say something.
There are 2 new billboards up with Sebastian's information. They're up in the Nashville area, one by the Rivergate Mall, another along I-65, headed to Nashville from Hendersonville. Now, both of these average a total of about 330 views per day, and they are sponsored by people who want to bring Sebastian home. Live in Nashville, Peyton Kennedy.
A Wilson County woman is hand-making flyers for missing teen Sebastian Rogers, and she's doing it while on the move. News 2's Caitlin Quisenberry spoke with the woman who is trying to help in this continued search for Sebastian.
This is an updated photo of Sebastian. It shows him much better. We're making new flyers with this photo over it.
It has been 18 days since the search for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers began. Authorities searched water, land, and air nonstop with no leads. That search, now scaled back, shifted into an investigation. From the beginning, a Facebook group called Finding Sebastian Rogers has kept community members informed. And one member of the group, Shauna Benura, says she wants to make sure the flyers hung up in Wilson and Sumner County are up to date with the number of days missing, the latest information, and his description.
So that people know this child has not been found. We are still looking for him. And just to keep that public pressure of if you see something, say something.
To hand make and distribute these flyers, Shauna works mobily from her car, a coffee shop, or wherever she is when she has a free moment.
I get somewhere where I can kind of set up my mobile command area.
Replacing the black and white photos of Sebastian, Shauna chose a colored picture of the teen and begins by cutting out the photo, pasting it on the flyer from the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and writes in the latest number of days Sebastian has been missing.
I'll just go ahead and put 18 right here. We use different color markers to just bring attention, so it's not just that standard document print looking.
Shauna then locates any high traffic locations without a flyer on their door or window and begins to make the rounds from store to store. She's made 500 flyers so far and updates 50 flyers each day. In Lebanon.
What we do know is that Sebastian is physically out there somewhere, and everybody needs to continue to remain and stay vigilant and vigilant in their searches.
Caitlin Quisenberry, News 2.